Imagine you're in an airport just trying to catch a flight, but instead of a smooth journey, you're suddenly stopped, questioned, and your cash is taken. No drugs, no crime, just your money gone. How would you feel? What if I told you this isn't a rare occurrence, but a systemic practice targeting certain groups of people? Today we're diving into the shocking reality of racial profiling and civil asset forfeiture at airports. Stay tuned, this is something you need to hear. If you're new here, welcome to The Truth. We're diving into something that's been bothering me ever since I came across it. Recently, I watched a series of videos that expose some really troubling practices happening at our airports. I'm talking about racial profiling and civil asset forfeiture, where your money can be taken without you even being charged with a crime. I knew I had to react to this, not just share it with you, but unpack the deeper issues it reveals about justice, fairness, and our rights as citizens. So let's get to it, because this is something everyone should be aware of. Let's break down what's really happening here. First, we need to talk about racial profiling. Did you know that black men are being targeted at airports far more than anyone else? The investigative journalism that I watched uncovered that plainclothes DEA agents are stopping black men under the guise of random searches, but these searches are anything but random. According to the data, black men are stopped at rates way higher than other passengers. It's disturbing, and it raises the question, are these searches truly about security or something else going on here? In the Clayton County suit, they found that 56% of the passengers stopped were black, while black folk only make up 8% of the passenger population. The probability of this happening randomly? About 1 in 100 trillion. Furthermore, other analysis finds that 46% of those stopped were specifically black men. Let's talk about this civil asset forfeiture. Imagine this. You're carrying cash, maybe for a big purchase or maybe for a business trip. You're not doing anything illegal, but suddenly your money is taken by law enforcement. No charges, no arrest, just gone. They're effectively arresting your money without a trial. For some people, it's just called a secondary inspection, like the TSA. This is happening to people every day and is legal under current law. People like New Orleans native Kermit Warren. Mr. Warren went out of state to go buy a truck. He discovered that it wasn't the right truck for him and decided to go back home. DEA agents stopped him, searched him, and took away his money. He said it was his life savings. But this has a happy ending. With legal help from the Institute for Justice, Mr. Warren got his money back. But there are many more still out there, and most don't get their money back. Even celebrities and comedians aren't immune from this. That's why they're suing. They get profiled and searched too. And they're shedding the light on this in their lawsuit. And they're taking it straight to Clayton County. Let's talk about how this happens. The TSA has a rule that requires them to inform the DEA if they come across somebody that has concealed money. Traveling domestically without declaring money is not a crime, but many people do not know their rights. So they can be coerced into signing their money away to avoid charges or being detained. And that's one scenario of how they get your money. Let's talk a little bit about the incentives. In just 1 year, the DEA snagged an astonishing $1.3 billion. They get to keep a portion of that. The estimate is that they've amassed $5 billion for their fund. That's where your money is going, so you see the incentive here. And we just talked about who's disproportionately stopped. Just like the right to bear arms, some of us don't have the effective right to have money. Our legal system is supposed to protect the innocent, but in these cases, the burden of proof is on you to prove that your money is innocent. This isn't how justice is supposed to work. This isn't just a loophole, it's a breach of trust between our citizens and our government. This could happen to anyone, but the fact that this is happening mostly to black men tells us something deeply troubling about our society. It's not just unfair, it's unjust. So what do we do about it? Thankfully, the ball is already rolling in Washington. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle support legislation to end this unjust practice. We're talking about House Resolution 1525, better known as the FAIR Act. No more confiscating people's life savings unless you can prove it came from a crime. That would be something we want. I haven't seen that this has become law yet, so let's bring this back into the conversation. This is an election year. Let's make this happen. I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this? Have you or someone you know experienced something similar to this? Drop a comment below. Share your story, and let's keep this conversation going. If this video resonated with you, please give it a like, share it with others, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Together, we can make the skies a little bit friendlier for us all.